Good morning and happy Wednesday to you. I wish you happy Wednesday, but I need to let you in on a secret. I'm actually making this video on Tuesday afternoon. And that timing is important because here in Tuesday afternoon, we're in the middle of election day. There are people all across this nation right now standing in line at voting booths, eagerly anticipating this evening where we might start to hear some results of a contentious presidential election, but also Senate races, races for House of Representatives, and a great number of state and local positions and issues as well. It's been a long election season. It's been a contentious election season. It's been an election season that has caused a considerable amount of anxiety. And as you watch this video on Wednesday morning, I'm not sure what will have happened. Maybe we have a winner. Maybe the winner is so clear that a winner has been declared. Maybe you love the winner. Maybe you're so excited that this person was elected president or one of the other offices that you voted for. Or maybe you're experiencing the exact opposite right now. You cannot believe that this person got elected. You cannot believe that they are now going to be your president or your senator or your congressman or woman. Or maybe we're still in limbo. Maybe we don't know the outcome of some of these races. Well, I record this video on election day, anticipating the post-election day morning. But I want to greet you this morning with Psalm 95, because no matter what's happening, whether the results are in and you love it, whether the results are in and you hate it, or whether we don't know when the results are going to be in, it doesn't change Psalm 95. And it doesn't change the call to worship our God. So let me read portions of Psalm 95. It begins this way. Come, let us sing for joy to the Lord. Let us shout aloud to the rock of our salvation. Let us come before him with thanksgiving and extol him with music and song. It's an invitation to come before our God to worship him. It's an invitation to come before our God and praise him. It's an invitation to come before our God with thanksgiving. And then the next few verses give some reasons why. Verse 3. For the Lord is the great God, the King above all gods. In his hand are the depths of the earth, and the mountain peaks belong to him. The sea is his, for he made it, and his hands formed the dry land. Notice how the psalmist takes us back to a creation theology, understanding that we worship the creator of the heavens and the earth. We worship the God who created the mountain peaks. We worship the God who formed the depths of the sea. We worship the God who brought dry land together so that animals and his image bearers might live on it. It takes us back to creation, because remembering that God is our creator is to remind us that God is sovereign over all of his creation and over everything that happens in his creation. Not only that, but as created beings, we are dependent and submissive to our creator, God. All of these things should bring about a tremendous source of comfort. Because again, regardless of what the outcome that you're thinking about this morning, our God remains creator. Our God remains sovereign. Our God is fully aware of all that's going on in our world and in our nation right now, and it's under his control. We understand that sin and evil and Satan are on the loose right now, and that they're causing much harm and much pain. But we also know that their work on this earth is limited, because God wins the war. And our God remains sovereign, and our God remains in control. And I love the line in verse 3. For the Lord is the great God, the great King above all gods. Let me rephrase that. For the Lord is the great God, the great King above all earthly kings, the great King above all American presidents, the great King above all American senators, congressmen and women, and governors. We worship the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. And whatever happens on election day doesn't change that. It doesn't change who our God is. It doesn't change our God's plan. That he is sending his son, Jesus Christ, to make all things new, to restore all things to the way that God originally intended them to be, and to do away once and for all with evil, sin, death, and Satan. That is why we're called to worship God. And that is why, even on a post-election Wednesday morning, regardless of the results, we still come before our God to worship him and give him thanks. Let me read a couple more verses. Verse 6, come, let us bow down in worship. Let us kneel before the Lord, our Maker. For he is our God, and we are the people of his pasture, the flock under his care. Regardless of what you're feeling this morning, regardless of whether there's frustration or joy or still anxiety about what's to come, let's come before our God, bow before him, worship him, praise him, and give him thanks, because he is our sovereign God. He is our creator. He is the King of Kings.